Hi, my name is BJ. I'm from Class CTV, and we're going to take part in the spiritual walking in Darebin Creek.
I'm a Gunditj Mara man from the Western Districts of Victoria. My name is Trevor Gallagher. I've been working in Aboriginal welfare for the last 40 years.
Alright, so my name's Brent Watkins. I'm Gunai Kurnai, Gippsland, Yamaji Noongar West. I'm an artist, didgeridoo player, dancer, traditional and hip hop. I guess my role is, well, what I find most important is to educate, especially the younger ones, because that's where you're going to cut racism, that's where you're going to get their identity. So I guess youth is where my heart lies. I'm still young as well, which makes it easier for me to connect with the younger kids.
Well, we just conducted a tour, we just finished a tour, and I was quite surprised that we had some Wurundjeri students on this particular tour. This was their backyard. This was their home, if you like. This was their lounge room, this was their kitchen, and this is where they socialised also. And this is where they fed their family down here on the banks of the Merri Creek and also on the banks of the River Birrung. Uncle Reg Blow was a beautiful man from Queensland. He was a Murray person, and he set up this spiritual healing trail here down at the Darebin Parklands. And what he did in setting up the healing trail, he created reconciliation in a big way with the white Australians and the Aboriginal people. Well, learning about the natural environment is very important today, because what happens today with our children, when I was a little boy, the environment was all I knew. That's where I played. The bush was my backyard. But now my children, when they come home from school, they get on their iPads, and there's not enough of it. And we've got to try and get them out into the bush and back to country.
What I most want them to come away with is, I guess, stuff that can carry them through life. Not only it's going to be in school, but stuff that's going to help them, I guess, get back up when they fall down. Because one thing I learnt from Phil Cooper, Thornbury Primary, career educator there, told me, like, each lesson you give, you can teach your kids life lessons. So I guess that's what I try to do now, every class, even if it's dance, or what I try to give them, I guess, something to carry them into the future with. So I do a lot of Aboriginal dancing as well. Uncle Ian Hunter, one of the Wurundjeri elders, lucky enough to be performing alongside of him. So we do the creation, the kangaroo, emu, then the bunjil. Today I just taught the kangaroo and the emu, and also show different styles of the shake leg and also stomping. And I guess the heart behind dancing within the traditional, where it sort of lies, sort of thing. So yeah. They're not scared, unless you have a gun, I guess, or a spear. Kangaroos aren't only up here, also down here too. Alright, so we'll try and mix that together and do the kangaroo. Reckon we're right? I'm going to play didge and we'll all do it together. And remember, we have this space here, so try use it all.
Boys, look over here! Follow the leader! Follow the leader, boys, come on!
Well, we learnt about the Aboriginal culture on the tour, that the culture itself, they don't have to like it, but as long as they respect it, because it's the oldest culture in the world. The spiritual healing, when we did our ceremonial fire and we burnt the gum leaf, there's also some other plants that I talk about too that we didn't burn, and that was the wattle, and that was the cherry balat also. And what the Aboriginal people did when they burnt the plants, they were burning them because they respected them and they respected what resources they got from them. and the smoke, when it was all joined together, the smoke would heal and cleanse their spirits, and the smoke would carry all their prayers and their gratitude to Bunjil.
One thing with the trees, with the roots, without those strong roots, you cut a tree, it won't grow. Those roots are strong, you cut that tree down, it will grow. And I guess culture and education are part of those key factors to get your roots in there. So, because through life, you're going to get cut, you're going to be thrown down. It's just about getting back up and how you get back up.
Well, I hope they learned something. I know that the students today were Aboriginal students, and believe it or not, there's Aboriginal students that actually need to know and learn about their culture, because their culture was taken from them. And what we're trying to do today in the 21st century is bring it all back. Give it back to them. Give it back to them what was taken from them, and I feel that that's very important. That's our whole identity is our language up here at Santa Maria. Okay, so you have to fall behind BJ. There you go.
Thank you, Uncle Trevor.
Talk about the gum leaf. It's also used for medicinal purposes also, the leaf. 700 different types of eucalyptus grow in your country. And that beautiful animal of ours, the koala, can only eat 8 of them. You know what they would do with the paper bark? They'd get their nice fish, they'd wrap it in there and they'd tie it up, put some green leaves over it like that, put it under the coals and let it steam. Who's had steamed fish? It is beautiful. You know this culture of yours? It's the oldest in the world. And I tell all the non-Aboriginal students at Santa Maria, it's up to you to nurture it, to look after it. Don't be ignorant of it. You don't have to like it, but you have to respect it.
I guess a big thing is your elders. They're the knowledge holders. So it's just about listening, asking questions. In Victoria, the Aboriginal culture, some of it is reviving. So it's sometimes going and doing your research. I was lucky and blessed enough to actually, on my journey, have mentors to bring me up and give me culture, but not all people get to have the privileges that I guess and knowledge that I get to have.
Well, when I'm talking about the Aboriginal culture and I'm talking about the Aboriginal students who go to school, unfortunately, it's not part of the curriculum yet. When it becomes part of the curriculum, and then we can talk.
A lot of people got different views on reconciliation. For me, reconciliation is coming together as one, but you can't reconcile unless we come together. It's not only Indigenous people, we need also white mob and stuff to come along to learn, because we've lost a lot, and I guess it's about bringing it back up. But it's not only Indigenous people that should be proud of this history, the longest living culture, also the white and all other cultures here. It's
a wonderful area to connect with, but I'm quite surprised that we have people who live here in Northcote and Thornbury have never been down here. And they are now, and it's becoming quite a beautiful parklands for people to come down and enjoy it. Not only for Aboriginal people, but more importantly for everyone. And there's that word reconciliation again. Reconciliation, that's where we all join together and become one.
I reckon it was pretty amazing because you can learn about, not only me learn about my own culture, but the rest of non-Aboriginal people learn about like what happened to us like way back.
We were following Uncle Trevor on a spiritual healing walk.
We sat around a campfire and we introduced ourselves, and Uncle Trevor showed us a lot of the plants around here. It was really good.
A lot of the places we stopped, he would talk about how we can meditate and just kind of be with nature so that we could sort out how we're feeling in the moment and try and forget about everything else that's stressing us out.
I reckon the best bit was we're being the leader of the whole group, like taking care of the tribe and also taking care of people, like not falling in the river, and also like no one getting hurt and being respectful towards others.
Yeah, we got to learn the emu, and the guys learnt how to do the kangaroo, which was pretty fun. It's pretty embarrassing, but it was still really fun.
Yeah.
I learned about the women taking the lead in like when men were like the invasion happened, men took a step back, and then that's when the women had to take a step forward and be a leader to the rest of the tribe.
I think it helps like educate non-Indigenous people into kind of what our culture is like and our connection to land, and it also helps solidify Indigenous people's belief in connection with the land as well.
Yeah.
So it's still a long journey and a few things I guess we have to cut, but as long as us as a people come together, we can, I guess, reconcile and go take steps up this hill that the future, I guess. So yeah.